Hello, everybody. The countdown really scared me. I didn't realize I had put the music so loud. Hi, Flo. How are you doing?
Hi Joyce, doing good, thank you. And you?
Good. Except I can hear myself.
Ah, yes, sorry for this. Give me a second.
I hope you're all doing well in the chat. I saw Tess. You already have a question. That's cool. Let me just change the music. I don't like this one. I got used to working with background music, but okay, it's just weird. Maybe. Let me try to find one.
Okay, this should be better.
Yeah? Make it cool. All right, I'm gonna cut the music because it just sounds weird. All right, so for those of you who are new to this, we're doing office hours now, streaming live on YouTube. That was a request by some of you to get notified more easily. It also helps us make sure that we used to have one event, like a recurring event. So whenever we needed to change the time or date, it was a problem. So now we just we post everything on the events app that I'm sharing in the chat. That makes it easier to like. It gives us more flexibility. So the idea is we'll go through your questions one by one, and I'll just send you a link so you can join us and share your screen. Please kind of do it one at a time so that it doesn't get crazy. So first up we will have Tasvi. Let's see. Here's the link to join us, and hi to all of you. So Raj as well, Sol, Edgar, and Abhishek. Raj, is it Raj your first name or Abhishek? I'm not 100% sure. Hi Tass.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi.
I'm good.
Cool. Do you want to share your screen and show us what you're working with? What can you help with?
Sure.
Cool.
So I'm using Xano as the backend, and this is working. I've used Xano in the past. What's a bit harder for me is understanding WeWeb. First, a really quick question. If I want to know in pixels the difference between two elements like these two, is there a way to see the difference in pixels?
No. You mean like in Figma?
Yeah.
No, you can't. You need to click on. You need to click on the first one and check the margin.
Okay, yeah. Okay, and then to the more difficult one. So here I have a repeating group or a list where I'm showing 9 items. And what I want to achieve is I want to show 3 in 3 by 3, yeah? But if I want to do 4 by 4, I'm a bit stuck how to go about doing this. What I've tried to do in general is I have a container here, which is a grid.
Yes,
And
grid.
then
Okay.
inside I put 3 columns. So like this is the 1, 2, 3, then this is 4, 5, 6, and this is 7, 8, 9. But this seems a bit difficult and not scalable if I want 4 by 4. How do I decide how do I even go about doing this?
Okay, I think you don't have to do 3 columns. You can put all your cards. So all your cards at that level indeed, and then you configure your grid to wrap. To only have 3 items in a row. Yeah. So here you can add all your cards there.
Okay, and where do I...
Is it bound? I mean, container. Yeah, you may need to bind that to your data from Xano, right? You might have a collection, I guess.
Yeah, so currently, I was not sure where to bind it. So currently it's bound in the card, but is that correct? Here I just told it to take the first 3 and then here the next 3, but that's not ideal.
Yeah, you had to do that because you created your columns, but in here, you should bind the container, yeah, the item there.
Okay, and where
So
do I do that? Here?
at the top, really at the top. So you just need one card because we are going to repeat the first element. So in here, you can remove those two. Yes, perfect. And now you can select the container.
And first, just to make things clearer, on the card, I would remove the items. So on card, you bound the items. Up there, I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
remove that.
absolutely. You shouldn't
Yeah.
bind that. Absolutely. And now, yes, you bind the container. So really at the top, two items. You've got items at the top. Yes, here. The first one.
Ah, here.
So
Okay.
yeah, and you bind to your yes, perfect. So here you have all your items, basically all
Yeah.
your cards. And now let's configure the grid. So you selected grid and the direction, I guess, yes, can be column.
Columns.
And in here, you can click 3 times on columns. Okay. And I'm a bit
Sometimes
rusty
on
with
rows because you want.
yeah, you can do it like this too.
Is that already it, I guess?
Yeah, and that's it.
And so if I want 4x4, I would go like this. Or how do I configure it so it's 4x4? It's 9 items only, to be fair, but like if I just want
Yeah.
4 in this.
So if you had 12, this would work. Like if you had
Okay,
12
that would
items,
work.
that
Okay.
would-
Okay, so I think that's basically already my question done. You were talking about wrapping. Where would I click to wrap?
You don't need to wrap with
The grid.
the grid. Yeah, it
You
was
would need to if you were using the Flexbox.
we can test with Flexbox. Can you select Flexbox just for
Here?
this exercise? Yeah, Flex, select Flex, yes. And here, what you can do is to define also your row gap and column gap, and then you can define a fixed width to your card. Okay, so yes, you can select your card. You've got width, you can select something like 100 pixels. Maybe more. Maybe, yeah, something like this. Perfect. And can you select the container? And in here, go to the top and select the direction. The direction should be horizontal. Okay. And now you need to wrap elements. You see you've got wrap elements on off. You can select on, just below. Perfect. And here it's going to, so if you have only 2 cards, it's because you don't have enough space on the width. But I think if you click preview and you remove the, yeah, or you can do it like this too. So this is, so basically if you do that, center the full, all the cards in the center, because right now it's on the top left. So, and here what you can do is the best practice would be to add a max width instead of a width for your card. So if you are on a bigger screen, it would be a bit bigger, but not full screen. So add instead a max width. So you know that even in big screens, it's beautiful. And you can test big screen by clicking the tablet at the top if you wish. Yeah. Click here, yeah. And you can click on the blue button here, and you can go above your screen. I mean, outside. If you select the little the blue toggle here, yeah, go and you can go further. You can go even further. Yeah, like this, and you can simulate big screens like this.
Okay, because in general, what's a bit hard with WeWeb for me as a bubble user, it's sometimes unclear for me. Do I bind here, or inside here? Is sometimes like, is there like a general rule you use, or like?
It's a dev rule kind of. Basically, when you click on items, you repeat the first child always. So so that's why the first element usually it's a container, a flexbox or something like this, and then that's why in items you need to bind to a collection or to an array, so to a list if you prefer, and we are going always to repeat the first element. And then you can select anything inside and bind to the context. So if you click on one of your text in your card. Yes, if you click here, you see the context of your element. So the data coming from Xano, I guess here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think like a table, the context in here would be the row.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just that sometimes I have the feeling that I cannot even select some things. Like this was some template I used, and then if I bind this outside part, it doesn't work. And so the only thing which worked is if I bound the columns, which for me
Yes,
not
absolutely.
sensible. But what is the reason that it has to be here and not here or here?
Because if you bind at grid lists, we will repeat details.
Yeah,
The
so when
first
you
child.
do something, it's the first child of the parent. So let's say you bind something to a
Okay,
parent
so if
element,
I
the
want to
first
display
child is
something
repeated.
here, then it has to be here. It cannot be this one or this one. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I start to get that now. Okay, great. That's all already. Thank you so much for your time.
Awesome.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
Have a good day, and probably see one of you in Paris. Bye.
Yeah. All right. Now let's see who else we have here. Hi, Abhishek.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I share my screen?
You can share your screen, but we can barely hear you.
Okay. Right now, am I audible?
Sorry, what?
Am I audible right now?
Yeah, it's better now.
So, basically, what I am trying to achieve here, I am using multi-select. An option are dynamically connected to table name a skill in Xano. I have set level as area and using value as
Sorry,
ID.
can you speak louder? It's very, very difficult to hear you.
So, I am having question with the multi-select. Uh, so So basically, if I run the workflow here, that you can see, and if I go to previous step and I refresh the page, so I don't know how am I supposed to set the initial content here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay,
the question is, I am using level as area and value as ID.
Yeah. So the initial value should be one of the IDs.
But I have to show the area, that is the label here. I'm supposing that I should have same option like
you
that.
can type in ID. You can type in an ID to test, and you will see the area in your select. You will see the label. So do you have a test ID here?
Yep, I have.
Let's try one.
Okay. Okay, here's it, the ID.
Yeah. Click on the ID.
Okay, but it's a single item here.
But I guess you have a list.
An array of ID, but
It's an array of ID.
Yeah, if you want, if the initial value is several.
Absolutely. But you can test. Make it an array. So in your formula, open a bracket.
Suppose if I click on this one.
This one won't work because you need to use a formula just to select ID. So you can do it. You can do that. Sorry. But go to formula. So stay here in this data explorer. The last tab. No, on the right. Really on your pop-up. In your
I
No,
have
not here.
I have
Not
written this formula that
okay.
is,
Yes, indeed, that's a map. You need to use map here just to have an array of ideas.
but if I use that formula, for example, uh, I will just hide it and set the initial content to that formula, map ng.
It's
Then I
not
got
IDs.
but it's not UUID. It's just the area label that I'm getting here. It's not mapped to the UUID. But for the API to run, I need UUID here.
Yeah, so
No. Select your IDs instead of your labels. This is weird. This should not work like this.
But I want to, in the front end, user will get to see UUID here. But I want to
yeah, but
show.
it will understand. That's what we're trying to say. If you bind to an array of UUIDs,
uh,
because it will display the labels.
okay.
Can you try? Can you try an
Options,
ID?
in the options, you explain to the multi-select what was the label, what was the value. So now initial value, instead of mapping to labels, you need to map to UIDs, and it should work okay and display the labels in the front end.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
perfect in here.
Yeah, you can do .id instead of area, I think.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay.
Let's see. It should work. Crossing my fingers.
Okay, it works.
Oh, it works. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Great.
cool.
I think you had the labels on it because you may authorize new values in your multi-select. So this is
It
why
works.
you.
It works. Thanks.
That's perfect.
Cool. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.
Mhm. Thank you.
All right. Let's see. So let's see who we have next. We have Saul, a question about, well, I'll let you say. So, hey, Saul.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi, so
All good. You?
You guys remember me from last week?
Of course.
All right, let me share my screen.
One of our marketers took a clip of you because you said such nice things.
Well, I'm glad. I've made a lot of progress on my. Can you guys see?
no.
Sorry, that's my bad. Let me. Yeah, there we go.
All right, we're all here. All
Yes.
right, so
Yes.
I was working with, I guess, global app workflows. So I wanted to make a like before fetching. So basically, like on load, I would like to add a splash screen. And what I was doing was navigate, and then I have this splash screen on my page or one of my pages. And I had did something else, and it got into like a loop. Um, and I just wanted to see if I could get some help on making it not do that.
Okay. So in here you are saying that on page load
Hmm.
for all your pages.
Go to
So
my pages.
this workflow will be triggered on all your pages. Is this what you want? I don't think so.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So
Oh.
are you familiar with like websites that has like a as the screen is loading, a splash screen goes like in and out, or I'll show
But
you how my splash screen looks
yeah,
to
show
kind of
me.
give you an idea.
Show us.
So as the screen is loading, I would like this to like flash. So
Okay. But this should be a model, not a page.
it should be a modal.
Yes, absolutely. So
Oh,
let's build this.
okay.
Let's build this.
See how it does that?
Yeah,
When I
and
go
it
to
will
it?
always be like this. Yes. Even if you go to any page, you will be redirected to that
Wow.
page. That's
Okay.
why. So let's do it in a different way. So can you, yes, in here on that page, you can copy the content of this page. Let's copy it. So can you go
just
back to
copy.
your, yes, go to your, no, go to your splash screen, the
Mhm.
one you, go to that page. And here, I guess you have a section there.
Yeah, I have a section right here.
Yeah, can you copy just what's inside? I guess just your image.
The image.
Yeah, copy it.
Huh?
Yeah, perfect. Now go to one page.
I
Anyone?
go back to my home.
Okay. And in here, let's add a drawer.
Drawer. All right. Which one? This one right here?
Yeah,
Um,
this one will work. Or model, yeah, both works. Okay, so in here, can you click on include variables just so we can remember the name of the variable?
It's, you remember
Drawer
how it
open.
was last time? It was drawer open, copy, copy, copy.
Yeah. We should have selected model to have another one.
Yeah.
Okay, can you
Yeah.
click on it? We
Yeah.
will yeah, add it. Okay, so
Mhm.
let's play with this one. So can you force the display of this one? Okay,
Mhm.
good. So can you make it in the middle of your screen?
Let's do
No, select the parent, select the section. Yes, this one is yes, it's easier to use. You see in here,
appears
position. Yeah, you can. Well, just fade
on middle.
on middle. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
On middle, and we may need to change the width of the content, but we will do that in here. Okay, and so here,
Am I
can you?
clicking too much?
But that's okay. Can you select the menu, and inside the menu, can you paste your image? Here, yeah, select menu, open it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you may need to drag and drop image inside. You see here, yeah, perfect, in the menu. Okay, you can remove all the rest. That's inside all your, yeah, you can remove content and header.
And then I
You
can, should I
you
also
can,
do the Z-axis as well?
I don't think, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe you can remove the header. In the layout, you can select, yeah, click on it and delete. You don't need that. Perfect. Just need your image. So now select the menu element, and make it a bit bigger on the width. So you see you've got, in here we won't use pixel. Okay,
100%.
let's yeah, you can use 100%. But it's better to use the, I don't like percentages for this. So
Okay.
let's bind. Can you bind the width?
Find it.
Bind that, and in here in quotes. So yeah, in the formula, type in a quote. So we need a string. Yes, and in here, type in 90 VW.
Can you say that again?
90
Native?
90
Uh-huh.
V and W
And W.
and you can close it at a quote.
It means viewport width.
It means viewport,
Mhm.
exactly. So in here, you are sure that it's 90% of your screen, absolutely sure, and not 100%.
Even with the this
Yes,
sidebar.
absolutely. So
Okay.
it won't be the percentage of your relative parents. So that's why I prefer to use viewport. Okay, so you have this. Now let's indeed add a z-index like before. So can you click on the drawer?
On drawer.
Yeah, and the z-axis, I think you can add yeah, even more. 101, because I guess your sidebar has 100.
Let's do like 120. It won't let me go past.
Oh, really?
Let's see. That's 100.
You can't type in more than 100 in the input.
Let's try like 110, 120.
Okay, can you select your sidebar on the left? Let's check this the value on it. Yes, this one. I guess it's the parent or the section. Even the, I think it's main side menu, I guess. So the grandparent or the parent of this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The section above, yes.
Z-axis is 99.
So it needs to be above that.
So it needs to be like 99.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can let the value you had here, but your drawer needs to be higher.
All right, so I'm gonna leave that at 99 and this drawer at 100.
Okay. So I don't know why it's not centered. Ah, yes, you may need to center this. So can you select the menu? No, in your drawer, yes. And this one, make it centered. It looks like it is. Okay, why it's not?
One middle. Should I make it at 100? Like instead of 90 view, do 100?
Yes, we can do that. Yeah, that would be okay.
Just quickly, My Manager Technologies, yes, we will help you. Please allow us to answer other questions as well. And Flo, if we have a lot of questions today.
Okay,
so
like, okay.
28,
So
okay.
We can
so,
kind
so
of
now
the theory that would be
now that you have this in your workflow, instead of navigate to your page, toggle on and off this drawer. Okay, change the value of the variable. So in here you do change variable value. So of your drawer, then you add a delay, and after that you toggle it off.
So it would be the variable that's attached to that, just kind of like how we did the other day with the drawer as well.
Absolutely. And in here you can add between those actions. So you can add your action to display it before the load of the collection. So so every time you change a page, you're gonna have your animation, if you wish to have this. Even if I don't think if it's a very good practice, but if it's your choice, that's okay. You can add a delay, or you can wait for the collection to be loaded also. So you have multiple ways to hide it when it's done. Okay, but I think it would be better to add a loader instead of a splash screen when you navigate to pages, because your sidebar won't be reload, because it's a so when you change page on your published application, you won't see the page reload. The sidebar will remain here, and only the content will be reloaded. So you would lose that experience if you do that.
So the other way is just to do on page load?
Yes, on each page, you add a loader if you need that, depending on the collection you are loading. So you have an element called loader. You can use that, and you can hide the content. And when you have the data, so in the formula, you will see in your collection, you've got a key called isFetched.
isFetched.
And so you bind the display of your content to that. So when the data is fetched, you display the screen, and before that you display your loader. And I think it would be a lot better than this splash screen.
Okay.
I just shared the link to the user docs about the loader in the chat.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. One quick question also: is there a way to, like, on mobile? Is there a way to change the default screen size to like an iPhone size? Because the default on like mobile is like 400 or 300 by like 500. It's kind of small. Is there a way to like change the default, or do I have to change it every time I?
No, I'm sorry, it's not possible right now.
Hey guys, you got to get on that. Well, I appreciate it, Flo. I appreciate it, Joyce. I don't want to take anyone else's time, so I appreciate it, guys, and you enjoy the rest of you guys' week.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's have Laetitia hop on. Oops. Here we go. And Theo, I saw your questions. It's a lot of questions, so I'm going to save you to the end or you need to prioritize one because we can't be answering like 6 different questions. We want to make sure we have
Okay.
time for everyone. Hey,
Which one? Hello, and thank you for what you're
Hi.
doing here. Um, the real question is how come Zano is making intermediary? I try to say that in English. I hope everyone understands, but objects in order to fit the metadata elements, keys and values, where apparently I don't know how to do that in any other platform.
so I don't think it's in the metadata. Let me actually find the documentation and share it here. But the example is with Xano, but it could be
Can
with
be anything.
anything. Yeah, it's
As
just. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
sorry, go on, Joyce. Sorry.
No, it's just gonna say it's that you need a table with those 3 columns or 4 or 5 columns. I
Yeah,
can't
or
remember exactly. So it can be Xano, but it can be like I think in your question you mentioned you're using base row.
yeah.
That's okay. Just if you have a table in base row with those columns.
So I have to, excuse me, I'm interrupting you, but I have to isolate it in a new table and retrieve the information in the
No,
original
you can have
table.
more. You can have more info as long as those keys are
Yeah.
at the root of the answer. So when you try the
Oh,
endpoint,
okay.
I guess
Yeah.
you have an endpoint with base
Yes.
row.
Yeah.
When you try this endpoint, it should be in the first object. Okay.
That's it. Okay.
If it's not, you need to update the code. This is totally possible, but you need to go to the code and you will see at the end of it the key there. So you can update that if you
Okay.
wish, or you can ask ChatGPT to do it for you if you like.
So I could
But
just, sorry. Yep. So I could just add 4 columns if the title of the columns are not the right ones, let's say.
you can change it in the code, yes. You decide. But
Okay.
by default, it will look for title, description, image, and so on. So the best way for you is to name those titles and your columns like this.
Yeah,
But
it's too
if
late
you
now.
wish to do something else, that's totally fine, but you're going to need to update your code.
Okay. Thank you. That was
You're
all.
welcome.
And you had a second short question, and honestly, I don't remember the answer. Do you remember, Flo, what happens if we reach the limit for static collections?
Um,
I don't remember.
I
I
think
think
we
it's.
changed this.
We
In any
died.
case, we won't break your production. We never do that.
I think we just reach out to you.
Yes, absolutely.
To tell you about it. So.
Okay, because I want to go all dynamic, but in the meantime, I don't know how many products are going to be added. So
Okay, well, no worries. We will never cut your application
Yeah.
without telling you.
thank you very much. You're awesome.
Cool.
Bye bye.
You're welcome.
Thanks for jumping in. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
All right, and we have Ryan and Dylan ready to come on. Hey guys.
Hello, guys.
Hey, everyone, how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
Thank you.
We're doing great. Thanks. Happy to be here.
Nice.
That's always nice to be able to share a little bit about what's happening in the community, and seeing what the others are doing. So it's really amazing. It's great. So thank you very much for having us. The reason why we're here today is because we have been busy on a project for the last 6 months with quite a big client that has been working on Salesforce for the last 15 years and built a lot of stuff during that time. And we are trying to save them from that by redoing a whole platform and getting them out of the CRM, rebuilding a whole tool that they're using on Xano and WeWeb. And so the tool that we're trying to build basically right now is a tool that they're using in the whole France, basically. So what they're doing is they allow tech companies to prospect whatever position is present in big companies in France for their salespeople to go and sign these contracts. So we have been building that for them. The backend is doing great. The client is very happy with the result. I think we are on track. The only issue we have right now is that on some front end capabilities, we have latencies. It's way slower than it should be. And so we're here today just to share a little bit of that with you, trying to figure out how we could boost these performances of the application.
Yeah.
Okay, so please show us.
Yeah, I'm going to share my screen. Data, if you see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So so we have the software here. We have a dashboard page. We have the search page also. So you can select criteria to search from all the database, basically, the activity of the society and stuff like that. So if I make a search here, it's gonna give me results based on the criteria that I just selected. And then I have all the societies here, as you can see. Let's match those criteria. I can save a list based on those criteria. You can see here the filters. So it's basically going to save it on my list. So the issue that we have here, in Xano is working great. If you see here, sorry, all the response time, as you can see, it's under 1 second. And we have a lot of data, like 100,000 records, and it's doing really good, you know. So on the front end side, the clients has like we have feedbacks that it's taking a little bit of time to load. Like this loading here on the client side, it's taking like 5 to 6 seconds, and
even on the published application.
Exactly. My theory is that it's depending on the maybe the PC. I don't know, the computer. Sorry.
Yeah, struggle to render.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can you scroll here? I just need to see how many rows you have.
Okay, I have 50 rows. All the pagination is on the back end.
Did you add some fixed height on your lines here?
Here?
Yeah. So an trick, so to load your page faster, is to add fixed height. Yeah. I guess you have auto everywhere. Okay. Yeah. So when you repeat many lines, it needs to be a fixed height for all of them, because every time you repeat something, you have a calculation done by your browser.
Okay.
So when you use auto, so when you know you are repeating many things, use always fixed height. So so your browser won't calculate all those heights. Okay. So by doing that, you will see real improvements for sure.
Okay. On each items, because here as I have
especially for the one you are repeating.
So
the
block entirely.
Yeah, I guess you are not. You are repeating it. This one.
So the thing is, here, this is the basic flexbox. This entire flexbox, and inside of it, I have multiple flexbox.
Okay, I guess your cell. Yes, just flexboxes. If you can have them fixed, and I guess in your design it's fixed anyway.
Yeah,
it's always the same. So
the
every time you can have a fixed height in your design, you use that, and you will see really a huge difference. The other thing is tomorrow we are releasing an update, and you will have 40% less of elements in your page, so it should load faster.
Can you repeat the last sentence?
Tomorrow we are going to remove the wrappers of your elements, because anytime right now you are drag and dropping something, we had to encapsulate this element into a div, something like this.
Yeah.
And so we are going to remove all those divs tomorrow. So in the end, you're going to have 40% less of elements on your page in your DOM. Loaded by your browser. So this and fixed height, I guess this should be enough for you. So try this and tell us next week if it's working.
Okay, great. So it's basically on the fixed height, right? It's not
Yeah, absolutely.
real
And if it's not
platform.
this, then we can check how you load your data and how you load things.
Okay, it's not
Can you go back to bloc entier, please?
to the what? Sorry.
To
Yeah,
the child container?
yeah.
Yeah, this is where you need the fixed width, the fixed height,
Okay.
because it's the element that's being repeated.
Yeah.
So if you don't add the fixed height here, it will have less impact.
You guys have an idea of like the amount of performance we could gain from this kind of
It's
changes?
huge. Oh, it's huge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we tried that with many clients, and they told us that it improved a lot the performances.
It's actually a standard web development thing that we discovered with people
Yeah.
using WeWeb, but it's a standard web dev thing, which is kind of a quirky thing too.
Yeah.
That's why, for example, if you are using Google Sheets or Airtable, if you right click on this, you will always see fixed height there.
Okay. Just had a question about, because the thing here, the Flexbox block entier, basically, it's made of two blocks, of two Flexbox. The first one is displaying the data of the society, as you can see here.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I have a conditional rendering based on. So if I click on a society, I can add activities on contacts, basically. So I can add an activity, and if so basically in this page it's showing me all the contacts that have activity in this society, you know. So that's
Okay.
why here this one, it doesn't have any contact that have a activity. This one, it has an activity. This one, it has
Okay.
conditional.
Another thing to do,
Yeah.
it's to load the 10 first lines here.
Yeah.
So you load that first, so it loads faster, and then when you scroll, you load the rest.
Okay,
So
on scroll, basically.
Yeah, on scroll, yes. You can
Uh,
also do that. It's a good practice to improve the loading time.
uh,
So the user sees immediately something,
Mhm.
and you could even you can even do it with a slight delay. You know, load the first things,
yeah.
and then the rest.
Do you talk about like a backend pagination or just on the front end side?
On the front end side, you know,
Okay,
you can keep exactly this
the same.
and load
Is
and load the rest after, because it's really a rendering issue. It's just the time your browser needs to build everything.
Okay, so I guess I will have to play with the conditional rendering, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
I just shared we need to move on, but I just shared a video for the infinite scroll
Okay, great.
in the chat.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
See you. Bye.
Cheers.
All right, we are now welcoming my manager, perhaps the most impatient user we have had in 2024. What's up? So you're struggling with Stripe, from what I understand, which I completely understand. Stripe is like not easy. I just want to make sure, because you asked us to like create a new video. I just want to make sure you have seen our mini course on the topic. I'm sharing it in the chat in case for everybody, but so I can see your screen share. We can see your screen, but we can't hear you. So if you can't talk, it's going to be really. Nah, we can't hear you. We're not going to be able to help if we can't chat. I don't have a microphone. Okay. Can you? I'm sorry, but we won't be able to help then. Have you shared your struggles in the community? So I saw all your comments on YouTube. On the YouTube chat, I can see like the different pages you wanna do. But honestly, it's if we can't like exchange, we won't like talk. We won't be able to walk you through what needs to be done. And from your questions, it sounded like more than a 10-minute fix. So if you can post in the community, that would be very helpful. You have 4 pages. Yeah, I'm sorry, my manager. We can't do it that way. So I would recommend you get a microphone for next time. Or so I'm really sorry. If you want to share in the community and share a short video to help us, that would really help. Or screenshots help, and we'll take a look. And it sounds like you have a multi-step form, and you want to integrate Stripe. So we'll do our best to help for sure. Theo is asking if we store the chat somewhere. You have to go. I'm sorry, Theo, we didn't get to your questions. I was saving you because you had loads. So I wanted to. I think the chat is saved directly in YouTube, like in the comments. No worries at all. My manager technologies will try next time, or in the community if you can. Really sorry we can help. And Giovanni was asking, excited about tomorrow's update. Any news besides the clear DOM? So I guess that's one's for you, Flo.
Oh, really? I thought it was for you, Joyce.
No, I don't. I don't remember anything exciting. It's already exciting enough. I was thinking of Aurélie. I was thinking of Aurélie. If she read this comment, Aurélie has been is the one. So
yeah,
she's
absolutely.
Yeah. She would be like, "What do you mean? That's not exciting enough for you, Giovanni."
You will have some UI changes in the manager too. You can. So please check your right click tomorrow.
Oh, it's coming tomorrow?
I think so.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't realize. Nice. I forgot.
some things like this, but the big thing is really the cleaning of the DOM. It was a huge thing for us to do. Not that simple because we wanted to make sure not to break your applications. If you see some changes, feel free to reach out to us. We will help you to fix them. If we missed some of them, it's totally possible. But normally, it should be fine. It will be fine. But yes, no. The thing with this is that we are not going to be able to create really new and nice components for you, like a new radio group where you are going to be able to customize everything, a new data grid, a new select element also, and you will see that coming in the coming weeks. But this thing was preventing us from building those new elements for you. So that's why we are also really excited. So of course, it will improve the performances of your applications, but then it will enable many things because everything will be more standard. And we are going to keep this standardization on. So in the coming months, you will see more and more standard things. The goal is at the end, you will have a generated code like any developer would have done. So
yeah, I think it's an important thing as well because with the tomorrow's release, there are a few things that are going to change in the editor. And before you publish your app, it's important that you we're also trying to help you build in a way that's closer to web development best practices. So, for example, not putting links everywhere, but putting links on elements where it makes sense, like buttons or containers. So stuff like that. And we'll have a long article explaining everything. I think it will impact only a small amount of you, but it's also part of that, standardization of code that you were mentioning, Flo.
Yeah.
So right. I forgot about that. So we had a question from Webnet Mula. So yes, we published a PWA documentation. Let me share it here. And the user, but I know that they were boarding a plane, so I guess it's too late to answer, but still needed help with how to push notifications for a news notification app. So the you also need to, like, it depends on the backend you're using, but you would need, I think, right, for the push notifications, you need to react to something. So you need to react to an event.
Yes, absolutely. So it depends what you are using. So it's not productized yet, this thing. So you're gonna have to use a tool to manage this in the backend side, like Firebase, for example, Firebase notifications. And then you may need some code to do it properly on the website. This is not productized yet, the managing of the notification. So you have an action to display a notification on WeWeb, but you're going to need to listen to this event. You're going to need to do it yourself, basically.
I think some people have done it in the community, so you might want to post in the community and or search in the community if someone has done it. I think maybe Micah did it, actually. I see Micah is in the chat and excited about a clean DOM. So yeah, you might want to post in the community and see there. And My Phoenix Vault, no, I have not forgotten your question. Are you Santiano? Because I see you. No. So Santiago, do you have a question as well? Do you post it in the chat? Because I can see you in the backstage, but I don't see your question.
Well, I just joined here because okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just ask my question then.
No, where are you coming from?
Right, no, I don't have a question. So that, frankly, I just joined
it.
here thinking that this was the main stream, and I realized it's on YouTube. So you can probably take me out. I'll just.
No, don't worry. What's your question?
Okay, so one of the questions is specific to fill out. I'm doing an embed of fill out, and the way they work, they just give you a button, and when you click on it, that gives a modal.
Okay.
I was looking to see what's the best way to activate that modal without using the native modal options.
Can you show us what they provide? The code you need to embed? It depends.
So this is a code that they gave me, right? So if I click get code, this is how it works.
Okay.
And I would love to use a native option if possible.
Okay.
So the code they give me, it's this.
Yes, show us the code. Give me a second. Okay. So you have multiple ways to do this. So you need to. Okay, so I have a quick because I see the time. Yeah, I have a quick solution for you to do, but it will work only on the published application, not in the editor. Okay. To make it work in the editor, you may need to use. Or Joyce, do you have the tool from
Ray?
Yes, absolutely. I think it would really help.
Trying to find this. Yes, right. Adding it in the chat.
Okay, so you can use this tool, and I think I cannot access the chat. You may need to change something in the generated code it's going to give you. So you would see he's explaining how to do that with workflow, so it could work on the editor too. But if every time you see document or window, you need to change this to another thing. Might need to do a tutorial for this. Let me type in that. Joyce, I just sent you the line. Not yet. Okay. Oh, sorry. Typo. Okay, so the only thing you need to know Front window, sorry. Two typos. Okay.
Okay, now?
That's good. You can paste that, Joyce.
Okay.
So the only thing you need to remember when someone gives you some code to implement is that every time you see document or window, you need to change those words by www.getFromDocument with the parentheses, and when it's window, you need to use www get front window and so on. So even yourself, if you wish to code something and you know how to use that, please do this so it will work on the editor too, not only on the published app. And I think this should solve your issue.
Perfect. That comment is on YouTube, I guess?
Yes, it should be in the comments in YouTube, and the link to the state change tool also.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
Very cool. Awesome. Talk to you soon. And we have a last question from Steve. Is it Steve, like My Phoenix Vault? That's you, Steve, or because I see you're in here? Hey, Steve.
Yeah, that's me. Sorry, I have multiple
All
accounts.
right.
Never remember.
No worries.
Yeah, so I have the same questions I had last time. Last time I used Metal Steve, if you even remember. So
Yes.
Let me share my screen. You see my screen? Oh, there we
Yes.
go. So same as last time, I've got the multi-select for filtering through this. And
yes, I remember.
I changed my backend, made it so it wasn't double nested or anything, and still can't get it to work. So I can show you the.
So even if it's not in the path in the child,
it's just. And then I tried doing it as a string of values.
But you don't in here. You don't have a value in your binding.
Something in there.
Okay.
Something that I know is in there.
Okay, so where contains.
That's this one, and there's obviously one value, but if I use two, oops.
It's yes, it's because it's an array. You may need to contains. I don't remember if you can provide an array in here. No, this should be a string.
Yeah, so I tried it as a string as well.
Just use a bracket 0 because it's an array. Current selection is an array. So you should do the other way around. In your where, you see where you've got required something.
Yeah.
So basically in here you are comparing two arrays, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Okay, so that's why it's not working, because you cannot compare two arrays like this.
Oh, so I would need to convert this string.
Yeah, give me just 1 second so I could think about a nice way to do this.
I mean, I could do that on the back end, just turn it into a string and combine it into a string, and then
you can do that, and then you use the like for text. You know, it should be inside, because it would be a text comparison instead of an array comparison. You cannot compare arrays; it's not possible, technically speaking. You need to you need to create your own function for this, otherwise. But there, in this filter, you need to provide a string. You cannot provide an array.
Okay.
That's why it's not working. So for your test here, you can add bracket 0 brackets in your formula, and this should work.
So without this, I'm just doing.
No. Keep it. because this is an array, and at the end of this, you can cheat. Yeah, in here you can add bracket 0 and close the bracket. No, not the parentheses, read the brackets.
Oh, okay. So the square bracket?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the square brackets.
The square brackets. Yeah, sorry. And this works.
Okay.
So that's because contains, when you say this array contains a string, you cannot say contains an array. It's not possible.
Okay.
Otherwise, you need to create your own formula to do that, and then wrap all your items inside this formula.
Okay.
So you need some code here to compare.
So basically, the easiest way would just be turn this into a string, and then leave this as a string of values, and then that'll work.
Yeah, absolutely. And you would compare this text and contains, and then like this. Yes.
Okay,
Would that work? Because it would need to contain exactly like all the items from the array, right?
It's been a while. Yeah, I need to think about it. Can you create a post on the community and
yeah, I did.
Take the time.
Oh, you did?
You did? Okay.
Can you send me a direct message with a link to the?
Yeah, you actually replied to it earlier.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I say I didn't know?
No, you said.
Okay. Yeah. Because you had a.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I will take a look. I will take a look this week and provide you a workaround to do that.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Thanks a lot, Steve. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll wrap things up. Just want to answer quickly to Cedric. I think I already answered your question in the community. So regarding the calendar, there are no plans. I created the product ticket internally to see if we can prioritize it. But at the moment, I do not think it's... yeah, I mean, the product team needs to look at it and the developers need to look at it. So yeah, we don't have immediate plans to revamp the calendar element to allow for this, unfortunately. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. Hope you found it helpful. We will be back next week, and yeah, have a great week, everyone.
Great week.
Bye.